It's time you stop the bleeding. The answer to your problems is simple. Gold and silver will protect your assets and your purchasing power. Physical possession of precious metals, IRA rollover, etc. Call me, Roger Rao, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 178. Take action today when we are still accepting paper dollars for gold and silver. Ready for a change? Call Roger Rao at 1-800-686-2237, extension 178. Again, it's 1-800-686-2237, extension 178.
You really can lose weight while you're sleeping. Guaranteed. AffinityDiet.com introduces Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet. Great tasting Lose and Snooze from AffinityDiet.com is the first step in our guaranteed weight loss system. Lose and Snooze will help your body get a deep restorative sleep without the harmful side effects of pharmaceutical drugs. And during deep natural sleep, your body starts to shed unwanted pounds, build lean muscle, and lose inches. Add AffinityDiet.com's One-Day Diet waivers and your metabolism keeps going with all the vitamins and minerals you need with no rebound effect. But don't worry, you're never more than 24 hours from your favorite foods. Learn more about Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet at AffinityDiet.com, spelled AFFINITY diet.com, or call toll-free 855-663-3438. That's 855-663-3438. Finally, a diet that succeeds where others have failed from AffinityDiet.com.
It's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. New article by Aaron Dykes. Dick Cheney confronted by We Are Change for ordering 9/11 stand down. We're going to play the clip of Cheney being confronted by We Are Change. Then it cuts to Mr. Panetta, then Transportation Secretary in Congress, testifying to the 9/11 Commission, confirming that, and in at least, 4 or 5 other interviews since then with We Are Change and others. He said, no, what I said's right. That's what happened, and Dick Cheney's mistaken. But Cheney, literally who doesn't have a pulse and has a bionic heart on the outside of his body, a heart pump, a ventricle assister, they're being confronted right after he'd been booed off the stage as being a warmonger by the Republicans at CPAC. So a good send-off for Cheney as he prepares, unless he gets a heart transplant, to move on to Valhalla. I hope he repents of what he's done. I wish no ill will against Cheney, because he's clearly got God to deal with. But let's go ahead and play this amazing video audio clip. Here it is.
We're on our way down.
Hey, Mr. Cheney. Mr. Cheney, what'd you do in the underground bunker on 9/11?
All right, let's go.
Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney, we know what you did. Dick Cheney, don't put your hands on me.
Get out of my way. I'll push you, pal.
Don't.
Okay?
Don't push me.
Are you being polite?
Mr. Dick Cheney, we know what you did on 9/11 when you did the stand-down orders. Norman Mineta testified against you on the 9/11 Commission report. Mr. Cheney, we know what happened on 9/11.
Everybody out right now.
Cheney, we know what you did on 9/11 with your stand-down orders. You won't get away with it.
Thank you, Mr. Cheney. Thank you, Mr. Cheney. Thank you for all you've done for our country. Thank you.
You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist.
Thank you.
During the time that the airplane coming in to the Pentagon, there was a young man who would come in and say to the vice president, the plane is 50 miles out. The plane is 30 miles out. And when it got down to the plane is 10 miles out, the young man also said to the vice president, do the orders still stand? And the vice president turned and whipped his neck around and said, of course the orders still stand. Have you heard anything to the contrary?
A moment's contemplation reveals the magnitude of what we have just heard. Not only was Cheney in the PIOC before Flight 77 hit, he told an obviously nervous aide that the orders still stood, and then listened as the plane approached and then hit the Pentagon, the most heavily defended building in the world.
Boy, and We Are Change at the end tag puts my John Hancock up there at the top, Infowars.com. That gives me the willies. I mean, these are mobsters. These are gangsters. These are cold-blooded people. And all I can say is, we are changed. Luke Rudkowski, you blow me away. Luke's been fighting for 9/11 Truth for 6-7 years. He's 22 years old now, 23. And when New York 9/11 Truth didn't want him getting hardcore, they threw him out of the group. And we supported him here, launched We Are Change, supported it. And now it's got, I don't know, over 100 chapters all over the world. And they're doing real journalism, real confrontations, real muckraking. Luke Rudkowski, and to all We Are Change, I salute you. My listeners salute you. By the way, we found a clean video shot from another camera phone of the Dick Cheney, and on top of it, Newt Gingrich also being confronted. We're going to add that to Aaron Dykes' article that's at Infowars.com. Now, it's only in the tiles up there on the big video box, so you have to kind of look for it. I'm going to have Aaron add it as one of the top featured news stories. Right now, we have TSA workers admit to stealing huge amounts of cash from passengers. That's in red. The next story, Mexican troops conduct vehicle search on U.S. soil. Has there been an Egyptian revolution? That's the Paul Craig Roberts article. Tea Party caucus leader Bachmann votes for Patriot Act. Ron Paul, I can beat warmongering Obama. We need to go ahead and put another story on top of that. And that needs to be the Dick Cheney confronted on 9/11 stand down above the TSA worker admits to stealing huge amounts of cash from passengers. We need to get that out to everybody. Start your engines. And we're doing Google search terms today. Cheney, what's the exact headline I was going with? Cheney stand down order, wasn't that it? I'm going from memory here of what I launched earlier. Cheney stand down order. That's it. Yeah, Cheney stand down order. 3 words you put in Google over and over again to make sure millions more people read the article and see the video. Cheney stand down order. Put that in Google over and over again. Also, let's give another, the number 2 right below it. Cheney stand down 9/11. Cheney 911 stand down. Cheney stand down 911. Cheney stand down 911. Let's do it together. Put it into Google over and over again. Cheney stand down 9/11. Let's go all the way. We're already fighting for our lives here. Might as well go all the way. Turn on the afterburners. Go into Mach 10.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Calvin Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Friday, ladies and gentlemen, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going into overdrive some today. Luke Rudkowski's joining us, who just confronted Dick Cheney at CPAC. They got the video up today, right in his face, calmly saying, you ordered the stand-down order. Norman Panetta's on record in testimony. You've been caught lying about that. You're a terrorist. You carried it out. And boy, he looks guilty as sin. Literally like Darth Vader with his heart assist pump on the outside of his body. The New York Times reports Dick Cheney has no pulse. You've got this high-tech undead ghoul who's incredibly dangerous, launched a war that killed over 1 million Iraqis conservatively. And I'm kind of creeped out having Infowars.com tagged on the video, which I'm glad they did it. But I want listeners to realize what we're doing. You know, when I call the White House and tell them I know they staged 9/11, or I call Homeland Security on air to talk about Anwar al-Awlaki working for the Pentagon on record and report it to the FBI, I see videos that are made and get emails saying it's fake because people can't believe that we have the will to do this. When I videotaped urban warfare drills with the U.S. Marines openly training to put Americans in camps, people email us and say it's fake, even though it's on the news that the Marines were there and that we were there. But I don't think I've ever done things like Luke Rudkowski's done. I mean, I've confronted Bush and was arrested for it, and I almost broke my shoulder. And I've confronted Janet Reno and others. But Luke's probably confronted David Rockefeller. I mean, the list goes on for hours. I mean, Luke Rudkowski has had death threats at his home. He's confronted point blank Larry Silverstein about admittingly blowing up the towers and Building 7. I mean, I've got to say, Luke Rudkowski's the man. The man, the man, the man. The true spirit of 1776, a true man, a true leader, a person risking his life. I hope you realize, folks, we're all risking our lives here. This is not a game. And if we can do it, you can do it. I know why a lot of you can't believe this stuff. People are saying this Dick Cheney video is fake. Because you can't handle the fact that there are people of honor and will who are doing this for all of us. I understand why some of you can't believe it, because you can't believe in yourself. But we are having an effect. Ron Paul did win the CPAC poll, which now 2 years in a row, legendary. People are waking up. We can get the country back. But if you want to do it, you got to look in the mirror. Now, I want to get into the Egypt situation with Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. He's got a new article out today. It's up on Infowars.com and all the other great news sites that carry his powerful material. And the headline is, has there been an Egyptian revolution? We'll talk about that for the rest of the hour with him. But first, sir, NPR Radio has the governor of Wisconsin threatening state workers as they cut their pay for austerity and say they're going to take more money for the pension funds they're looting, that if they don't like it, the National Guard is standing by. Homeland Security now is admitting that they are preparing basically for clampdowns in the U.S. And